EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada, where the torch, in honor of the legendary owner Al Davis, has just been lit, as is tradition before kickoff at Allegiant Stadium, just off the Strip in Las Vegas. Tonight, a good one on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Las Vegas Raiders on Monday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has a set. And off we go from Vegas. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Raiders come out, and Greg, they make a change at quarterback in the offseason. It is now year 13 for Geno Smith, but year 1 in silver and black.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league.
We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game, where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
He has Rocket over the middle. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. He runs with it. And a nice run, close to the first down, protecting himself, sliding at the end.
A gain of 9.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
It's the quarterback with a sneak. It looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
First down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Here's Gino. He'll try to set up the screen to Genty. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
For the Raiders.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep to receive the explosive Cavante Turpin. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
Well, it seems like we say the same thing, doesn't it, going into every season? And it's part of being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. There's no bigger spotlight in sports. The pressure is on you from day one, and Dak Prescott has never shied away from any of it. So can he get back healthy? Can he be out there for all the regular season games? Because when he's been healthy and that group around him has been intact, they're a perennial playoff contender. Can they get back to that? I think that's what everyone around the league is wondering. And a lot of that success down in Dallas is going to come down to the play at quarterback by Dak Prescott.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's going to pick up the 1st down and more.
A 7-yard gain. And the Cowboys 1st down. A gain of 7.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes! A Pro Bowler 4 years running, that is Max Crosby. Gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
Considering the down and distance, this is nothing more than just a safe play to see if he can break a tackle or two and just add yardage to the subsequent punt. They're all over it defensively, and they're going to bring him down well short of the line to gain.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on a punt for Dallas. Back deep for the Raiders, it's Trey Tucker. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Smith. There's Lockett for the catch. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On 2nd down, Smith. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Logan Wilson in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith is going to air this one out. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short, bomb, punt. I do love 3rd and short. Okay, you fail. I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt first time they had it, but they'll try again in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Prescott. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Malcolm Kuntz in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Prescott hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A throw on the move is caught, and it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Well, 3rd and 19, no problem. They pick it up on 3rd and long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Up the middle they go. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run the toss to Genty. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Here's a 3rd and 10. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 3-0 is our score. And we're back in Vegas after this. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football. It is 3rd and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Lockett headed in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Raider first down.
Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A throw right side, taken in by Tucker. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these 2 guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Run right up the gut with Genty. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense, continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
Smith from the gun on third down. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
That's good for a Las Vegas
Offensively landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll run with Genty. He'll look forward for maybe a yard. Shamar James there on the stop.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Gino to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the Raiders. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Throwing is Prescott. To the outside. Catch made by Pickens. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
He's out of bounds at the 12.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. Left side, caught by Lamb. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
And the Cowboys
Prescott to his main man, Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a 1st down.
1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after the catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. A handoff as they try to run it here.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Dak to throw. It's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
2nd down, Prescott. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes,
It's a gain of
that
2.
run, that's enough to move the
That's
chains.
another Cowboys first down. 2 yards
When done
on the
correctly,
play.
Mike, this is just
First
such a
down,
high percentage
Cowboys.
call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
On the play fake, Dak lets it go downfield for Ferguson. And they're going to move this ball inside the
It's a
25-yard
gain
line.
of 29.
That pickup
That's
good
another
for 29 yards.
Cowboys first down. A gain of 29 yards. First down, Cowboys.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He takes off. Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the first down.
And the Cowboys.
I love this
first
call,
down.
Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the
First and
best
goal,
downs in
Cowboys.
football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off.
And he's in. Luke Schoonmaker. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown, Cowboys. The
Brandon
kicker on
Aubrey
for
now for the extra point. He gets it to go.
Is good.
Cowboys are out to
Makes
a
the score
10-0
Cowboys
lead.
10. Raiders nothing.
So now, after the
Brandon
touchdown,
Aubrey to
out
kick off
is
for the
Aubrey to
Cowboys.
kick this one away. On the return is Dylan Laube. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the
Raiders take over
21-yard
first
line.
and 10. At
The
their own
Vegas
21-yard
offense ready to
line.
get rolling again, and nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They try the zone read. It's Smith on the keeper. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Man in motion here is Tucker. Throwing on second down. Smith. Open man. That's Dante Thornton. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Down at the 43-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Smith. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. 3rd down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Smith. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
14-yard line.
Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That one swung out to Blue, and he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Prescott. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He makes sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Raiders offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes, and once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
A second down throw for Smith. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Working out of the gun, Smith. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
3 yards.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
That's into the hands of Thornton. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 more yards.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Now the Raiders going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and inches. Here's Smith. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. Now it's going to be third down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Daniel Carlson.
The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. Dak going to throw it here on first down. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Cavante Turpin on the return. The Cowboys offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Prescott. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Room to run at the 40. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 21
They get 21 on that
And
one.
the Cowboys
That's good for a Dallas
down.
first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Dallas.
Well, they find themselves in a tight game here in the second half, and they're thinking, we got to get this guy going. He hasn't done much up until this point, but man, you talk about making a play when your team needed it. That's the kind of play that sparks the offense, and now see if they can finish this drive with some points.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd
It's
and
a
short.
gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Raiders' 41-yard line.
Give on the ground, and he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
Gain of 6. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Devin White, that time on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
2nd down and 8. To throw is Dak. He's got the open man, that's Jalen Tolbert. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard
It's a
line.
gain of 11.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. And is Max Crosby there to wrap him up.
2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 9. Prescott now. That is brought in at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys move out in front by the score of 17-3.
Raiders 3.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Laube now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Raiders take over first.
The Raiders offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. From the pistol, Smith. Middle, he's got Tucker. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
Give
yards.
him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Smith. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Now, Gino. And on 3rd down, that ball's incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
He didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchdown.
The
Cowboys offense and George Pickens out for their next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Start on the ground, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Malcolm Poots getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
On the return is Tucker. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And and they'll take over there.
The Raiders take over.
The Raiders
first and
offense
10
getting set to get
at
back
their
to
own
work.
39-yard
They need
line.
to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down.
Let's get a pick right here. Let's get a pick.
They'll start on the ground with Genti. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was brought down by Kyer Elo. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Play action now. It's Gino. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They get 16 on
It's
that
a gain of
connection.
16
First down,
yards.
Vegas.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Back at midfield.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
On 2nd down, Smith. He'll get this off to Genti. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
3rd and 10.
Watch motion.
To throw, it's Smith. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Throwing on 2nd down, Smith. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 7.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Man in motion here is Tucker. Smith from the gun on 3rd down. He'll find Genti out of the backfield. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. White, and he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down three.
Taken down behind the line of
In these
scrimmage.
goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
So back at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. Lockett headed in motion. From the shotgun. Smith. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
No way, you're kidding me!
Daniel
On
Carlson
now, Daniel
for the Raider
Carlson
field
to
goal.
try the field goal.
A 26-yard
This
attempt.
about as short as you can get.
Easy 3 points!
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good.
Makes the score.
And the
Cowboys
Raiders
17.
are able to put up 3
Raiders 6.
and cut into the lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. The return starts from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
25-yard line.
Prescott on 1st down. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this
It's
3rd
now
quarter.
2nd and 6 at the 29.
So we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. Probably see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And the defense there to meet them. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll try and get there on the ground. A 1st down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
16 yards. And the Cowboys 1st down. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
Come on, get it together!
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line.
A gain of 27
A gain there of 27 yards.
Cowboys.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
To the ground, he'll get it again. And he will get into the end zone. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. The kick is good. Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Lauby now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Raiders offense headed back to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Off he goes. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
A first down throw for Smith. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target, and that will lead to a second down. From the gun, it's Gino. That's caught by Bowers. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Smith. Checking it down. This one is caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Vegas.
Las Vegas, first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be...
And he'll take it on in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He's got it, and the Raiders are able to edge a bit closer.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Raiders 13.
Here's Carlson now.
Daniel
He'll kick this one off,
Carlson to kick off
following
for
the
the Raiders.
touchdown on the other end. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Cowboys offense and their running back, Jaden Blue, heading back out there. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. They'll begin here on the ground. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On the give, it's Williams. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
A gain of 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They put Pickens in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll stick with him again. He's able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not the second. He's taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense, Geno Smith, getting ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Geno. That's to the right side and caught by bounds. And he'll be out of bounds here. That's only a gain of a yard.
22-yard line.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll go play action. It's Smith. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
A 7-yard loss.
Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Now Smith out quickly to Lockett. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
That's hot! And he's going to take this one all the way. 83 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And now the Raiders faced with an important two-point conversion attempt.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point.
Here we go with Genty. And he cannot get in. The try for two comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. So, things are a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Give up the middle, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Landon Roberts there on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll drop this for Blue. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's good, but Dallas first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
On second down, it's Dak. That's caught by Tolbert right side. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
That's good.
A gain there of 21. First down. Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Anybody who thought this coach was going to get conservative with this late lead is sadly mistaken, Mike. They're out here still throwing haymakers with this passing game. They're not content with just having the lead. They're looking to increase it.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. That one swung out to Blue. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up
Now the
second
Raiders going to
and
use the
9.
first of their
At
timeouts,
the Raiders'
and they'll get
33-yard
together
line.
prior to the second down play. Again, Prescott to the air. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Now, timeout Vegas. That is their second.
CD Lamb.
Talk things over
That's
before
a gain
third
of
down.
5. Brings up
This is one of those
third
throws
and
where you're
4.
hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll throw again. Dak. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert
That's
on
another
third down with a
Cowboys
pickup
first
of 9.
down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On the toss, they'll run. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, it is second and 9. A handoff as they try to run it here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They'll drop to throw. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
13 yards on the play. And the Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Vegas.